another episode of the Scaling Brokerage Podcast. Today, Limor has been kind enough to bless us with some of her time. So I'll kick it right off to you, Limor. I'll let you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and your business there.
Thanks. So my name is Limor Eliyahu. I'm the founder and the owner of Point NYC Real Estate Marketing. We've been established this firm about 2 decades ago. 3.5 years ago, we launched our new location in South Florida, which we're focusing in New York. We're focusing mostly on residential rental, while in South Florida, we're focusing on primarily management and residential sales, luxury.
Okay, nice.
So I was privileged to establish the South Florida location right after COVID, which, right. So, I mean, that was shifting from very drastic from, I would say a stable market to insane market. Okay. I'm not gonna repeat all the stories about people who triple the value of their property. So New York City, unfortunately, dramatically the market, and I'm specialized in the residential rental, which I think that I am the face of the job market and a lot of things that really affect the market. So it's really like the niche that moves all the sales. I mean, especially whoever buy for investment. So COVID created a new, work culture, which is suddenly everybody's start to work from home. I see that very much in South Florida, even how the new development, they design it for the new work culture. Suddenly you see a lot of micro apartment, workspace in the all the amenities that they provide along with the new development. It's really as a result of a new work culture. The fact, even I think that even they attract most of the audience to the millennial. I was just laughing with my friend that they do a lot real estate for a long time, as I do. You don't find any bedroom in the new construction. Everything is very cookie cutter. They don't design it anymore for large families because unfortunately this is not today reality. But they do you see a lot of new development that does not even provide parking spot anymore. So everything is with the valet because the assumption is that those people using Uber, they not even carry their own cars. It's interesting. We're trying as the brokers, we're trying to adjust. We're trying to follow the new trend. We're trying to follow the new, clientele. Back on the days we served the made on 70s, 80s. Now we're dealing with new kids that they're making more money than their parents. Lifestyle is more demanding. You can see where they spend money, where they love to live, the way they travel. You link all this together and you create a new special product for this audience. So.
Absolutely. No, and that is a very unique market as well. Or very different markets. I should say, being in New York and Florida. What caused you to expand to Florida? Just curious.
I'm sorry.
What caused you guys to make that expansion, make that move over to the Florida market as well?
It was a coincidence because during COVID, I traveled a lot to South Florida because my cousin, she lives there. And I was fascinated that what a difference between you take 2.5 hour flight and it's a different zone. I mean, I don't want to go into politics because it's not, we the people created politics, so it's nothing else to do with politics. But you see, in New York, people afraid to remove the mask. Again, I'm not trying to be pro or anti. I'm just saying facts, okay?
I got you.
And then you're coming over here and like you go to the post office, there's no such a thing of social distance. You go into the elevator, as many as you can, so you see all this and I say, wow, we're like, it could be different. And then I start to investigate more of the market over here. And thanks to COVID, I could obtain my license in Florida because there was nothing to do in New York. So sitting online, getting my license, and then like made a decision like less than a year after COVID started that I'm gonna start to try to live dual. I still go back and forth often. My business
Okay.
is still in New York, yeah. But after all, it was a great decision.
That's awesome. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. And
In all
it
aspects, yeah.
can definitely, I know it can be challenging, kind of getting into a new market as well. Did you run into anything when you got started in Florida that that slowed you down? That was maybe kind of a change of speed versus you had in New York there.
It's motivated me because the life, the work style from New York and Florida, it's completely different.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's completely different. Even the way they run sales in New York, it's like difference from Miami, and I'm giving the credit to South Florida, to Miami. So that was very easy to shift in. Thank God, thanks to my great connection, experience, a lot of clientele, I was able to make a significant amount of deals in the last 2 years. But I think when it's rain on everybody. So
Oh yeah.
market was really like welcoming those investors and,
No, absolutely, absolutely, and definitely to touch on too. I know you mentioned the online space. It definitely became more comfortable, for buyers, sellers, for the real estate space as a whole, to be online and be virtual. So definitely it did create some new opportunities for us. I'm glad you were able to realize that and hone in on that. That's awesome. On the marketing and lead gen side, do you guys do anything, or do you do anything to market yourself, market the business, to agents, to maybe potential clients, anything like that?
So it depends. When we're talking on New York, it's very exclusive market, especially on the rental. Back on the days, if you worked on the open listing, and I hope your audience understand the definition of
Oh yeah.
open listing. So back on the days, you could have like 50 agents work for you, and you could supply tons of inventory with the open listing. Due to the marketing, due to the platform that we can advertise a listing, it's really shrink it into like exclusive only.
Yeah.
So we are fortunate that during the years we always like emphasize on having the exclusive. So I'm not in a good example to ask this question. Because in New York, the main platform for advertisement, it's Street Easy. If you know, Street Easy
Oh,
owns
yeah.
by Zillow. Very reliable, even though sometimes they made our life miserable. But I give a lot of credit to this site because it's very reliable to the user, to the end users. Okay. In Florida, the marketing it works a little bit different. I would say that the main platform it's the MLS sync
Oh yeah.
with the Zillow. And of course, over here, what's move your listing, it's the connection with the community of brokers, believe it or not. Okay, because you can, I think like, and your audience will forgive me, but I think like 90% of that transaction, by the way, including the pre-construction, happened with the assist of the community of brokerage. It works like I have the listing, you have the buyers, and vice versa. So over here, like I'm trying to emphasize to collaborate with a lot of brokers, even
Oh yeah.
outside the state, and outside even outside by Florida and outside United States. Advertisement, I'm using like the traditional street easy, word to mouth. I'm trying to invest a lot in networking. I guess your network is your net worth.
Oh yeah,
And
no, I've seen, I've heard that before. I love that quote.
yeah, yeah, it's like you need to deliver at the same times. You cannot be only like to supervise what's other doing. You need to bring something to the table. But this is where I'm emphasize my marketing.
I love it, love it. Well, and to touch on the marketing, are you doing anything to attract agents to you? Do you have any systems, anything like that in place that helps you attract more, more agents to the company there?
I don't advertise for agent, and I'm really speaking from deep experience.
Oh, yes.
I like them as a word to mouth. I like to get know them before. I'm not trying to be the next Douglas Elliman. All I'm aimed to do is to have a team of at least 10 to 15 agents. I don't think I would like to chase them from platform like Indeed. I would like to chase individual agents based on their performance, closing deals, marketing efforts, and things like that. So,
Okay, nice, nice. And we'll dive a little bit into the future kind of vision and growth. I know 2025 just getting started out. Where do you see yourself in the company heading in this year here?
um, I think we're gonna have like a phenomenal year, okay? Because I think like I'm talking about in general, I think like we face like two major occasions,
Yeah,
okay? Which is COVID, election, etc. And I think and I see that even price wise, markets start to stable. And again, I'm talking about New York and Florida,
yeah,
because they say when New York has a flu, the world has a cancer. Mean that because New York has the ability still to recover much faster than any other state.
yeah,
Um, I see like a lot of good things happen, especially in South Florida. I think like things gonna be stable. You cannot ignore job market because this is the things
yeah.
that move around the economic. Okay, so I think like job market gonna escalate a little bit, to the positive point. And all this like I think like interest rate, all these factor, if you link it together, it's going to bring us to a more healthy economic situation that's going to affect dramatically
Okay.
the real estate. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I love that. Awesome. And what would you say? I know we talked about you kind of short term this year. Only 5 years away from 2030. Where do you see yourself? Where do you see the business in about 5 years from now?
5 years from now, brokerage, I can tell you, in my opinion, the brokerage, the conservative form of brokerage, I think it's going to change. Okay, I think it's going to change. It's going to change from the office structure. It's going to change from marketing tools, which is the key thing. Unfortunately, more involvement with the AI and all technology, social
Oh yeah.
media, etc. That's going to affect the brokerage dramatically. And I can tell you, even like a small thing, like I don't know if you're aware, but the NAR changed the
Oh yeah.
buyers. Okay, that's itself, I can tell you, dropped like a massive amount of agent out of the business because it's all about the compensation. I'm not trying to sound negative, but I think like we're gonna see like the brokerage. It's gonna reshape the next 5 years. I mean, because of all those factors and the AI, the technology, social media, all those above.
Oh
That's
yeah.
a lot of effective. I mean, listen, it's not a secret that when you like propose a listing to a client now, they are very knowledgeable. They are very knowledgeable, and
Yeah.
sometimes you feel like as a broker, that you don't have a lot of. You don't have more information than your buyers. Yes, I understand the legality, the documents, and all this. Again, I'm a broker. I'm not going to infer my necessity on the market, but all these factors, yes, I think that it's going to reshape the whole form of brokerage in the next few years.
Absolutely. No, hey, and I couldn't agree with you more. No, absolutely. What do you think on some advice for some newer brokerage owners? Maybe someone just getting started in today's market, looking to, get their feet settled in.
You're talking about broker, or you're talking about agents?
New brokerage owners. So anyone maybe just, making that change from an agent to a brokerage owner. What advice would you give them there?
First of all, to implement technology as much as you can, okay? And I'm gonna tell all the brokers, okay? Focus on the new audience, and the new audience now, they are not like my mom and grandpa. It's not even me. It's probably your generation. So you need to tailor the service, the product, everything into the new generation. I mean, those people who are gonna conduct the whole market, not only in real estate, in a lot of sectors.
Yeah, no, absolutely. One, I couldn't agree more with you on the fact that getting ourselves out there and having that technology forward. Whether that's getting us out there on social media, helping us kind of pound the pavement and get out there and get in front of some new deals. Social media technology is going to kind of pave the way for us in a much easier way than we might have to have done before.
Totally.
So I couldn't agree more with you there. Also, well, then I'd like to ask too, Limor, do you have any quotes, anything you like to think of? Times get rough, maybe times are going well. Anything that you kind of think back to?
Any quote?
Earlier I know you said your network is your net worth. Like I know that's really popular, especially in the real estate industry. It couldn't be more true.
I can tell you for which is implied to any industry. If you wanna success, you ask yourself every day, what I've done today for my business, and at the end of the day, you must come up with one thing that even like, oh, I met this great guy, I improved my such and such. I've learned something new that I can apply into my business. Growing, it's like a vegetable. You plant the seeds and you see the result, but you need to work on it. It's a lot of hard work. I will tell you stories like on my early age, years in the business. You're gonna laugh, but this is the price you pay for. It's not even a price. This is the effort you need to pay on any business that you want to grow, because people judge the book by the cover. You like to see successful people, so you see the fancy schmancy car, and you see the fancy schmancy house, but no one see the effort behind that. No one see the fails. Okay, they think this person wake up in the morning and the key car was waiting for him. This is required a lot of work. I remember a while ago, an agent come to an interview. So he told me, what have you see change in the market, in the past few years? And I look at him, and I said to him, what has been changed? The way people see real estate. You guys watch a lot of $1 million listing, and you see this. And you see this like a broker drive with a chauffeur to show $1 million listing. But this is not the reality, because in the reality, we lose a lot of deals. We have a lot of backed out a client. I'm not trying to sound pessimist, but I want to bring the reality that you work as a self-employee, okay? No one is gonna wake you up in the morning and tell you, hey, go for preview, okay? Go to chat with this prospective buyer seller. No one gonna do the job for you. It's very important which firm you end up to work with, but it's your 110% effort. It's your 110% time. You don't punch your card. People don't pay you for your time. You do associate yourself, affiliate yourself with the brokerage for the training, for the marketing, but this is really 10% of your business. You are the business, okay? So a lot of new agents coming with a different expectation to the business because they see the number, the figures. I just read somewhere that in 2024, an average agent made about two deals a year. Some of them even did not, do nothing. But again, it's a career. It's not a job. You need to invest like 24/7. It's not a 9 to 5 job, but it's rewarding. Definitely it's rewarding.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's one of the best abilities we can have in real estate is availability. So yeah, that definitely that means working some longer days and maybe showing houses a little later than we wanted to. But like you said, planting those seeds and getting building our
Totally.
farm, so to speak. It goes a long way, especially as we keep stacking those and just one positive interaction per day. It's going to lead to we have 300 plus new people in our sphere every single year. So it stacks up, and yeah, you made a great point to putting our best foot forward, giving 110%, definitely goes a long way in the eyes of our prospect and the eyes of, the agents underneath us. Anyone looking to, follow suit, we'll really, follow suit, and we'll find, really good people that way as well. So that's awesome. That's awesome. We'll let the people know as well, Limor, where can they find you? If they're local to Florida, New York, maybe looking to make the move out there to you, where can they find you at?
They can find us through our website, which is we split it into point-nyc.com and point-miami.com. They can follow me on Instagram, which is Limor_Eliyahu. And that's it.
Okay, wonderful. We'll link it down below, guys. So if anyone has any questions, would like to get further contact, kind of learn any more about maybe what we spoke about today, definitely feel free to reach out. Well, like I said, I'll have it linked down below in the comments. And really appreciate you for coming out today, Limor. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with us here today.
Thank you for your opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Of course.
Bye, Jack.
Hey,
Ciao.
nice meeting you. Take care.
You too. Bye.